Hello class, today Mr. Yuan and Miss Kelly will be presenting to you a short video on an interesting mathematical topic today. In this video, we are going to learn about parallel lines and perpendicular lines. So, at the end of this lesson, you all should be able to identify what are parallel lines and perpendicular lines. Okay class, are you ready to learn? Alright, good! So, let's start with parallel lines. Parallel lines are two lines that are always the same length apart and they never touch each other. Let's look at these two sticks over here. Are they always the same length apart? Yes, they are. And do they touch each other? Nope, they don't. So, you guessed it right. These are parallel lines. Okay, now that we know what parallel lines are, here are some examples of parallel lines that we can see in our lives. These are roadside lines. As you can see, these are parallel lines. Now let's look at this next image. It's lines inside a book. And look, you can see there are parallel lines on the lines of the book as well. And now let's look at this last image. It's from a power line, yep, and those are parallel lines as well. Now that you have seen all these examples, can you think of any other example of parallel lines around you? Okay, now that we have learned about parallel lines, let's move on to perpendicular lines. So what are perpendicular lines? Perpendicular lines are two lines that meet each other at 90 degrees. Let's look at these two sticks over here. If you notice, these two sticks are touching each other at a point. And at this point, it is at a 90-degree angle. So yes, these two lines are perpendicular lines. So here are a few examples of perpendicular lines around us. The wooden tracks on a railway have hundreds of perpendicular lines in it. Not only that, the T-junction of a road sign also uses a perpendicular line. Even this image of a table also has a perpendicular line in it. Do you see where the perpendicular line is? Yes, that's right. It's over here. These two lines. So what do you think? Are there any other perpendicular lines that you can see around you? Alright, now that you have learned both the parallel lines and perpendicular lines, now let's see if you can answer these few simple questions. It's pop quiz time! Let's get this quiz started. Hope you're all ready because we're starting right now. Let's look at this question. Which of these are parallel lines? Is it A? Or is it B? Or is it C? Yup, you got it right. It's A. Now let's look at the next question. Which of these are perpendicular lines? Is it A, B, or is it C? Yep, that's right. C is the correct answer. Alright, good job class. Great job in answering those questions. Now you should be very clear on what parallel lines and perpendicular lines are. Okay class, before we end this lesson, I have a question for all of you. Do you want to sing a song on parallel lines and perpendicular lines? Yes? Alright, let's sing this song together then. Are you ready? A 1, a 2, and a 3.
Parallel lines are lines that are always the same length apart, and together they will never meet. These are called parallel lines. Perpendicular lines are lines that always meet at a certain point, and it is always 90 degrees. These are called perpendicular lines.
Bravo class! You all sung those songs really well. So that's the end for the lesson. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you all again next time.